Wazagoo. This is Untamed Rush. I'm playing some TDM on Hanoi, and I'm using the gun that wastes a lot of bullets. Yeah, that one. I forget the name, man. Caparis, whatever you want to call it. I call it the gun that wastes a lot of ammo, and you need scavenger to use it type deal. Because if not, you're gonna end up looking for another gun to pick up anyway. I won't really be talking about the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoy it. I think I went 29-5. Yeah, 29-5. I remember the score this time. And basically, I wanted to talk. I don't get involved with the whole drama and all that, but I felt like, because I'm not on anybody's radar like that, so my voice really isn't that big. But if I could spread some knowledge or even an experience, and if somebody could learn from that, because maybe that's what X George never had, because maybe he's not like that, and maybe he doesn't mean the word like that, but maybe he doesn't realize what he's saying when he says it, because he's from up north. Like I'm from up north. Jav, I watched Jav's video, I watched Big Snack's video, and Jav's from up north. He's from Philly. I'm from NY. I grew up in NY, and basically, the word means something different. It's more of a common acknowledgement of your boy. You know what I'm saying? And but the word didn't mean, that's not what the word was used for. So, like, I had boys that grew up in Alabama, and they used to tell me, yo, that shit over there is still segregated. Like, it's still whites on this side of the railroad tracks, blacks on that side of the railroad tracks, like that. And they were the only Puerto Ricans around, the only Spanish people, period. They ended up running into another Spanish family in a Waffle House, and they were like shocked. Like, they became best friends, damn near family since that day. And that's how it is, and people don't realize that it still goes on to this day. It's still, I don't know if the area where my boys grew up at is still like that, but I'm pretty sure that those places still exist. You understand? And it brings me to my story, because growing up, me and my boys, we used to use the word, and now to this day I use it a whole lot less, to the point that I don't use it. Like, I gotta be completely like pissed off and upset, and you gotta have me damn near to the point that I want to fight you. And if you got me to that point, I don't even think about what I'm saying anymore. So a lot of stuff that flies out my mouth, that shouldn't fly out my mouth, But if you got me that pissed off, I'm trying to express my anger, and it's about to jump off. Basically, that's it. And that's not often. It takes a lot. I'm not really in that scene anymore where that happens. Even when I had boys that were way more short-tempered, and way more quick to fight and get into something than I was. So there was really not much for it. It had to be like, you straight up disrespecting me. But anyway, I'm going off topic. So growing up, me and my boys, we were on the train, and we're talking, and the words flying out everybody's mouth. Everybody saying the N-word. It's flying around everywhere. And there was an older black woman on the train, man, and I don't forget this day, never. And she straight up turned around and she was like, "Excuse me," and we looked and we were like, "What happened?" She's like, "Do y'all even know what y'all saying right now? Do you even know what that word means? Do you know how that word was used? Do you know what that word did to me growing up at your age?" And we were like, everybody already know what she meant, and we were all like, we were all stuck on stupid. We were basically like taken back, and we were like, "Yo, I'm sorry." And she was just like, "Don't apologize. You don't realize what you're saying when you say it. You young guys take that word and take it to a point where you don't know what you're saying anymore. You blurt out that word, and there's two views on it, but I have to respect it. Because I understand where she's coming from. But growing up in NY, and I'm pretty sure anybody from up north can tell you that word is still, to this day, people argue about it. You shouldn't say it. They could say it. It's not a big deal. I don't care. Nobody should say it. Period. Back and forth. Just like Snacks. Snacks feels like it shouldn't be used at all. He don't even use it, he says. So, like, I understand that, and I definitely understand where he coming from, because I had boys that grew up in Alabama. So they didn't grow up there. They lived there for a while, and they used to tell me straight up how it was. So you know, I just wanted to pass my experience on to you, because I know a couple of us, a couple of us, my subs, people I'm sub to, we grew up north, and we have our different views about it. And like I said, people still argue to this day, yo, you can say it, no, you can't, blah blah blah, like I just said before. So, but you know, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, a lot of times what people can agree on is that if you're not black, and I'm being real, I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, because it's just real. You ain't black, it shouldn't really be coming out your mouth. And you know, like Snack said, maybe it shouldn't even be coming out of their mouth, but it is what it is. And at the end of the day, you know, you gotta respect it. And you gotta realize what you say when you say it, and who you might be saying in front of. And I'm just spreading that because I went through it, and I respect it, and maybe one of y'all can learn from it. So basically, this game's done. Maybe I left something out. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm just letting y'all know where I come from and my outtake. So I'm out. Peace.